What's going on, y'all? We are live for a few minutes. I figured doing another super speed Saturday, so I'm out here testing this DR10. It took me a minute because I had to. I had one of the screws in the motors got stripped, and I had to drill that out and stuff. So that's why y'all haven't seen this in a while. But I figured I'm gonna do another speed test with this, and I'm gonna go live with this. So hopefully YouTube don't be tripping and notifications go out. So we'll give it a few minutes. Let's just send out notifications. Hopefully it starts to pick up. I see a couple people here and there joining, so we'll give it a few more minutes. What's going on, IW? What's going on, RC Mass Sponsor? What's going on? We got Gorilla Bear Tech in the house. What's going on, guys? I figured I'd go ahead and go live with this. It's been a minute. Like I said, I've had problems with the screw for the motor. Basically, I had to drill that out, and I didn't feel like dealing with it for a while. So, oh, Gorilla Tech says, is it worth buying one of these? It all depends on kind of what you want. What's going on? Jason's in from Canada. We got Maxstone from Iowa. What's going on? What's up, Aaron? What's up, Eric? This is a 10 scale. No, I don't have my Revo 1.0 anymore. I got rid of that when I got the 2.0. I got rid of that maybe last year, I think it was. So I do have my GPS on here as well. Let me get this set, and then I'll back it up over here real quick. I did change the gearing in this, so it no longer has that. Associated put a very small pinion. You guys see the GPS in there. It's at 2.7, so. But Associated had a very small pinion gear in here. And then the biggest pinion gear you can fit is possibly going to be a 25. I put a 24 in here. That's what I was able to squeeze up in. I didn't have a 25 at home, but for this to be a drag car, Associated should have given you different gearing and stuff. It's like they just took their SC10 platform and just changed it a little bit. I wish they would have given you more gear options and stuff with it, but that's just my opinion. So Jason, this is the Associated DR10. So this is a drag car. Associated came out. The body's been changed out, but yeah, my felony's coming, I guess. FedEx has been kind of tripping lately. I don't know what's going on with FedEx. I think that FedEx cannot handle the volume of shipping that they're recently receiving, where UPS and the post office is kind of used to it. But FedEx is probably not used to the volume. I mean, it's crazy. Delays and everything, especially over here where I'm at. They actually lost one of my large packages. I think somebody stole it. So I guess there's an investigation, whatever going on with that. But I had something big coming, and they have no idea where it's at. So, but pray and hope that the felony gets here. And I think from this point going forward, I won't be using FedEx for shipping. I'll try to talk to some of these vendors I get stuff from and not use FedEx, because they have not been good, especially lately. So, but anyway. Well, yeah, Mike says the post office has been horrible too. They probably all been bad in certain areas. I know over here the FedEx is really bad. They are really, really bad, y'all. I just, companies complain about not making money and COVID and all this other stuff. Well, this is the opportunity to step up. I mean, Amazon can do it. I know Amazon kind of works their people to death too in a lot of areas. And then a lot of the deliveries is on point. Amazon's deliveries always been on point. Shipping and all that, and letting you know where they're at and all that stuff. So, but anyway, this isn't going to be a shipping video. We're out to run this DR10. So, yeah, RC, I just, like I said, I hadn't been too happy about FedEx, but so let's see what kind of speeds we can get on this DR10. Like I said, the GPS is kind of zeroed out. Okay, that's a lot better than what it was before. And speed-wise, I'm running a 3S LiPo in here. Let me post up a little bit so we can. Yeah, that's a lot better. The cars are so smooth, and that's that body you guys hear down there making all that scraping noise. That's a lot better. I'm thinking, I don't know, might be close to 50. Let's see what we got. What you guys think? Before I bring it back, what y'all think we got? Speed wise. See a couple comments coming in. Yo, Lincoln, UPS has been the best so far. I mean, they're used to the volume, so what y'all think we got? 49. Eric says 35. Soldier says 49. Anybody else want to put a guess in? 47. Before I bring it back, I'll run it down a few more times. You guys can put your guesses in. I need to start trying to do maybe a giveaway. Now, for giveaways, guys, now I do giveaways. I know some people say, oh, you don't do giveaways. I do. You got to tune in. You got to go to my Instagram account. I got some giveaways coming up real soon. And the best way for me to do my giveaways is on Instagram because I can track better. Got a little swervy swerve going. I can track better on who wins and get in direct contact with that person and get their shipping information for that. And that's very important. And it's so smooth, this car is. It's kind of hard to do that on YouTube, especially with different usernames. And YouTube isn't the best as far as communication for individuals. I should sort of say. All right, let's see. Which I think we got. Go to the speedometer and see. All right, we got a couple of them. All right, let's see real quick. Dun, dun, dun. Uh-oh. 51.1. That's a lot better than the 41 with that. So, yep, RC Clan, this is still live. We are still 100% live. So we got 51.5. That's a 51.1. So we got 51.5, but let's see who got that right. Kyle's was close. I did see a 50 somewhere, I thought. 49, 35. Well, no. I thought I saw a 50 something somewhere. 52, Morgan got close. So Morgan was the closest. Yeah, Randy, I was trying to, Randy said I had a nice spot for speed runs. I got this area and I got another area that's a lot larger for cars that are going to go over 70 miles per hour. I can really open them up there. And actually, when I go there and go 110, I think I can pull about 130 or 40 in that other area I run at. And I have some other areas I was going to actually be running off-road at, but they got so many trespassing signs and stuff. It's very interesting in Georgia to find places to run your cars off-road. Associated should have given you, in my opinion, more gearing options. Especially what they're trying to pull off with this, because you're definitely going to have to get a smaller spur gear and change out your pinion gears with it as well. But it's so smooth, y'all. It really is. Take this back down so you guys have a couple of comments coming in. They should have just made this into like an on-road platform, but maybe they'll do that at some point. I don't know. Who knows what they got in store? Yeah, Grayson, I remember when I came there. He says he's from North Cobb Christian School. Yeah, I came by there for one time. I'll probably come back by there in the next month or two. Depends on how everything goes over with this whole COVID thing. It's kind of crazy out there, but. I see what you mean. You said I left my spanner at home. So, but that's this, guys. I was gonna actually probably go live with the Granite and then also the Hoss. I know some people are wanting to see that. I know it's just controversy, drama with those cars. It's so funny. I mean, it's kind of funny, some of the comments and the way people are acting towards that. And it comes down to industry standards with those two. It really does. I mean, I got them sitting right here. Ah, put this down here and put this one over here. We'll talk about these for a few minutes before I shut this live video off. We'll leave the DR10 in the background. Y'all ask y'all questions now about these two cars. About the Granite and the Hoss. This is a surprise, so people that stayed on this long, they'll be good. So for the car in the background, that is the DR10. The Corvette drag car in the background. Of course, that's the Granite, that's the Hoss. So I got these out here. Y'all want to ask some questions, ask them now. Yeah, the Hoss is okay. Like I said, industry standard, the Hoss is priced a lot. I mean, I understand what everybody's coming from with that. People are like going crazy because I justify why Traxxas has this price like this. I know why Traxxas priced the car like this. I mean, if you take a Stampede 4x4 and beat a dead horse and did that stuff to it, you're gonna come way over the cost to get it to up to the specs of this. And plus, it's got like a metal spur gear and stuff in it. So, I mean, there's things about it that I think it should have. It should have the shock guards on it. They didn't put that on there. They should do a different bumper, but I know what they're going to do with the front bumper. I know Traxxas is going to go in. They're going to make a bumper with lights on. It's going to cost you 70, 80, 100. It's going to cost. So I know what they're doing or going to do with this. I'll probably try to fit a regular Stampede 4x4 bumper on it because it has a light kit on there. But anyway. Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, it depends. I mean, I like both trucks. I do. I love the Stampede 4x4. I mean, it's still, I told you guys I've had about 30 of them. And I always, for a while, since they came out in 2009, I think I was getting a new one like every year. It was crazy, for real. It was my first four-wheel drive car, actually, literally. After all the years I've been in RC, I had never owned four-wheel drive because it was just complicated and battery runtime and all that. I just love running two-wheel drives. And it was my first four-wheel drive car, and I have been waiting for Traxxas to release that for so long. A Stampede 4x4, and they finally did. And from that point, it was something else. And Jane did a lot of stuff with it, too. He converted it to a truggy, to a buggy, to a short course truck, to a crawler. So he did a lot on that platform. In 2010 / almost 2011, he did a lot with it. So I love this shapeshifter series he did on it. So yeah, the DR10 is a made for straight go car. I mean, you could probably turn it into an on-road car. My biggest thing with this is I wish Associate, like I said, they should give you more gear options for this. They really should. I believe it's got probably an 87 tooth spur gear in it. This thing is so smooth, but all associated two-wheel drive cars are smooth, from the SC10 to the RC10s, B4s, and all that. Do you guys think Traxxas missed the mark in not creating a drag car? Because I think Associated beat them to it. I'm not sure if Losi's going to do something, but I can see Losi making a drag car too. I think Traxxas may have missed that mark of creating a two-wheel drive drag car because everybody's been taking the slashes and converting them over. So what's my go-to basher? Probably gonna be the Mojave out of everything. I like the way the Mojave runs. It's big, and it's a big short course truck. So if it's flipping a lot, it flips kind of back over on its tires and wheels. So I would say out of everything I got, the Mojave and then the X-Max. Just because the X-Max is just there. I haven't gotten the Outcast yet. Like I said, that was coming, but I had some issues with delivering. It never came. We don't even want to talk about that. So I still have to get the Outcast at some point and do some testing with that. So, but I do think that Traxxas does need to make a slash dragster because I think that'll be good. You know, they need to come out with a Bandit 4x4. They need to revise the XO1. They really do. I mean, the XO1's been out for, what, 7, 8 years? They need to do some revisions on their car and not just paint jobs. They really do. I mean, I know a lot of people have said that, but they're not doing it. I know they're probably focusing more in on the people that are not in the industry. They're probably focusing on people that are not in the industry, which kind of helps their sales, I guess. But, you know, we're going to be the ones that's going to buy and support it and do more with it. So I think that they're really missing the mark on a couple of things with that. But maybe they'll step their game up. Maybe they're reevaluating stuff they're doing. I don't know. You know, so far this year, Associated has released 2 cars. They released this DR10 and they released the 10 scale rival. Red Cat stepped their game up, especially with that Kaiju and the price point of that. Arma has really stepped their game up. I mean, 2019 they did a lot, and this year they're doing a lot. Who else out there has done stuff? Losi's released a couple of things. A lot of companies are revising their stuff and constantly going in. Like SMC lipos, they're revising their lipos and putting up new lipos out there. Not just one lipo, they're doing several across the board. So I think that what keeps people in this industry and keeps them going is for people to continuously put stuff out here, you know, and continuously improve on your product. So we got a couple people in there. Sorry, I usually go live, and I'm trying to always keep my live videos about y'all and not me to just rant or just complain about stuff or just talk about stuff. I like to see what's on y'all's mind right now. So we do have these out. I was gonna run them into the area, but they put up all kinds of no trespassing signs. So I was like, dang it. So it's kind of hard to find good areas in Georgia to run it unless I drive. It's like 70 miles. I'm not going to drive 70 miles, at least not today, to drive some trucks and stuff. Maybe I'll do that another day. So I was asking you guys if you had any questions between these two, why I have them out here. I do have batteries in both of them as well. But since we live, y'all can ask y'all's questions now. So appreciate that, Philip. He said he loves my videos. Miss Jessica's in the house. Where's Kimberly at? Maybe I think she's probably in different times when she's probably asleep. So I am glad to see more females getting involved. So I do see your comments, Jessica, when you put them out there, and I do appreciate you joining because I do like to see the females involved. Yeah, a 4x4 Bandit would be good. Yeah, a 4x4 Bandit. I've been saying that for years. A 4x4 Rustler, they finally came out with that. It took, 7, 8 years after Jane did the first conversion, and then we started converting our Stampedes to one. It took a long time for that. So I don't know if when they're creating stuff, they're actually trying to wait on the patent to get approved before they put it out and stuff. But I don't know. I know they have a lot of patent pendings on stuff too. So what's going on, Robert? Who's out here running this DR10? Staff, ain't nobody giving you no call out. Don't nobody care. Stafford Mosley, them slow cars you got. That's my boy Stafford over there. Stafford's the guy that runs cars with me periodically. We'll be running in certain areas. We ran them probably last week and stuff like that. So we'd be running our cars against one another. He's the guy when I was running. It was so funny. When we ran the E-Revo and ran the Creighton, he had the Creighton, I had the E-Revo. He made the Creighton seem slower. And then when I got like, man, I know this truck faster than that. So what's up, Kevin? Appreciate that. Yeah, if Traxxas came out with a 4x4 Bandit, that would be great. And they need to come out with an 8-scale buggy. It doesn't matter if it's plastic chassis or not. Just stretch that slash out and reconfigure that and do a couple things. And don't put no plastic drive shafts on it. You know, and maybe they may surprise us. Maybe they got a lot of things in their queue they're just going to start releasing. I think they should have kept their Monster Jam series because, man, that was something. I know there's stuff to that. And then Axios got stuff out too. I forgot Axios released a lot of stuff as well. So, y'all hear that body scraping? Like fingernails on the chalkboard. But definitely the DR10 does need to be geared up. Once you gear this thing up, it's totally different. But that's all associated cars. Like I said earlier, we were hitting 51.5 with this. So I went from, I think the stock was an 18 or a 19. I went to a 24. I think a 25 is going to be the max you can put up in here. But I think Associate, like I said, should have given you better gearing options, especially kind of advertising this as a drag car. So maybe when they revise this and come out with something, they'll do that. If you guys don't believe me, I know some of y'all just now joining. Back this up some. Show you guys the speed we hit on here. 51.5 miles per hour. So it's not bad. I think my Bandit's hitting 62, 63. I got to get that back out. But I have different gearing in there too. So I'll have to get another spur gear and stuff for this as well. So Robert broke his EX. Oh yeah, Robert, those diffs. Yeah, I blew mine too. I just hadn't had a chance to do videos and stuff on it. But there's tons of information out there, so that's a good thing on the diffs and stuff. From what I seen on the Creighton EXB diff was that it wasn't shimmed properly. I think it needed 8 millimeters or 0.8 or 8 tenths, and it was 7 tenths, and I think it was 3 shims in there or something. But then I saw somebody shim it, they still had an issue. I'm not sure what's going on with that too much, but I think if you shim it and you follow the instructions they give with you, when you get it, I would say if you get an EXB Creighton, go ahead and just take those diffs apart and go ahead and shim it and properly oil it. I know some people don't want to do that, but it's going to keep you from taking it out somewhere and running and your diffs going bad. So CK Tennessee says, out the box, which do you like better, the Traxxas Hoss or the Granite? Guys, I like them both. I really do. Like I said, I'm a Stampede 4x4 fan. I really am. So that's what makes me like the Hoss, and this should have been called a Stampede. And I like the Granite too. I mean, the Granite 4x4 is fairly new to the market, but they've done, this is what, the third version of the Granite? So they've really stepped their game up as far as making the truck better and better, you know, every year. So what will they do next year or the year coming with this? They may do threaded body shocks. So far from the skate park run, there was no leaky shocks. I ran it off road, and I even ran off road off camera. No rocks got stuck inside of it. So those were some of the biggest things. I did have a couple of things, like you guys saw the tire came off. It needs to be thread locked. And I did pop one of the drive shafts in the rear. And that's been it. So the slipper clutch was adjusted just a little bit for that. But other than that, it's been fine. I mean, it's a tough, solid truck. And it looks a lot meaner with this other body on it, too. You guys see the tires a little bit beefier than that of the Hoss. So I like them both. I mean, I'm not going to say I hate this one and I hate that one. The Hoss is priced high, but Traxxas justifies with what they do with their stuff. I just cannot beat that dead horse enough with it. And the Granite is 20 bucks more than the other version, but it's more than worth it, especially with the upgraded radio you get with it. And then that receiver, I combine it with my Tactic radios as well. And then they also, you know, put a fan on the heatsink and then the adjustable motor mount. So the stuff you get with the Granite is great. It's a great package. You can't beat it for the price. You really can't. So which one do I recommend out of these two? Kimberly, what's up? I was just talking about you. So we got two ladies in the house. Y'all give a shout out to Jessica and give a shout out to Kimberly. Y'all make sure y'all go to their channels and subscribe. We got some women in here. Yes, yes. We got females in the house. So that's okay that you're a newbie, Jessica. There's plenty of people out there that's going to help you with this. If you guys find me on Instagram as well, because we do need more women in the hobby. I do want more. I mean, when I used to race, man, it was so funny. They had a track. I'll tell you guys a quick story a long time ago. We used to have a track over here, and there was a girl over there racing. And I was like, man, I'm going to beat this girl. But yeah, she beat me on the track. It was so funny. It was in Dalton, Georgia, when they had an indoor on-road track out there. And I forgot, what car was I running? It was a Traxxas car. But I went over there with my 3S LiPo, being faster than her. Like, man, I'm gonna beat this girl. Man, she tore me up. It was funny. She was running kind of a spec car, and I was running just kind of a basher car that was fast. But it was what made it so funny was that she was always ahead of me, even though her car was a lot slower. So speed doesn't always win. So here I am taking jumps, trying to jump over and trying to make up time and stuff, trying to jump the farthest, and it was just so funny. I mean, it was funny to me. People were like, "Dang man, we told you she could drive," and I was like, "Man, I know that." You know, I was walking back to the bench like somebody stole my bike. So yeah, I'll be out doing some drag racing. I'm just trying to get everybody together. This whole COVID 2020 has just been an interesting year. Let's say that. Appreciate that Monster TV channel. He said that's an awesome looking car. I'm not sure if you're talking about these or that. So, which one weighs the most? I think the Hoss is gonna weigh more than the Granite. So, but the Hoss has potential. I'll show you guys a couple of differences, and maybe Armor will do this in the future because I do believe they should do this. With the Hoss, you can adjust the height of the truck. So if I want to lower this down, I can just unscrew these and move these over and actually lower the truck down. With a Granite, you don't have that adjustability unless you buy, I think the RPMA arms at least offer you maybe 3 mounting holes with that. So that's one of the differences as far as performance wise. So if you really want to do speed with this truck, you're gonna have to try to lower it down yourself. But I know you can get aftermarket A arms for that. But it'd be nice if Arm at least included one more hole right here so that you can adjust it just a little bit. So to all Basher queens and Basher princesses, yes, we need to get more of y'all out here. So the Limitless is at home. I was just basically bringing this out. I wanted to test it, and you guys saw that it went. Let's back this thing up, 51.5 miles per hour. So it went 52. It's a lot faster than what it went with the. Ooh, that slipper clutch is real loose now. I have to tighten it up some. Went a lot faster than it did when I first ran it stock out the box. But the key to this car and making it go faster is going to be a different spur gear. So I'll look at getting I believe Associated offers down to a 69 spur gear for this. Because it's going to be the same as the B4. So I'm steering this off by a little bit. Pull that Corvette up. Okay, yeah, RPM has some options for that. What's going on, Benjamin? So one day I'm gonna get these both out. Maybe I'll go live one day and run both of these and stuff, so you guys can converse more about this. I know we was doing a super speed Saturday on that, but my super speed Saturdays are pretty quick. They're about a 3 to 5 minute video. So I wanted to do some testing for this. Fan just went off, and I was making sure the car was still on. I don't want it to just shoot off and run into me with this. So yeah, I really want to run in this other area, but that didn't happen at all today. I was checking out something. I can't get sway bars and stuff for this, which I will at some point. But of course, that's increasing the cost of this. But it is what it is. It be what it be, right? But one good thing about this that I really do like that Traxxas did was they did make the battery tray longer. So the stock standard Stampede 4x4, you can only use a small 2S size LiPo. Even if you put a 3S in there, still got to be a 2S size and length for it. So with this one, you can put the longer packs in it. I have the pack I use in my eRevo, which are really long. That fits right in there. So slash type packs and stuff you can put up in there like a flat 7 cell. Yeah, it's been jumping the heck out this thing. Got to make some minor adjustments to it. Look at that. Got to make some adjustments to it. Bouncy. And the fan came back on. Yeah, that slipper's way too loose now. Y'all hear that? taking a minute to catch now. Which is good but bad. If you're drag racing 132 feet, by the time the slipper catches, it's gonna be way too late. I wonder how much running this and putting this load on here has drained the battery. I might reset the GPS. I'm gonna do that, bring it back and reset it. Oh dang, look at that, my battery came completely out. What the heck? Y'all see that? I only had one Velcro strap because I was making some adjustments, but for my battery just to come out like that, I hope that was my battery. It looked like it might be my GPS that came off. I have no power at all. Yeah, that slipper is really slipping, so. Miss Kimberly, I don't have an iPhone, I got an Android. What's up, TG? Yeah, I was. No, that's my GPS that fell off. No, that's my battery. Jeez. Look at that, got dragged and everything. How'd that just happen? It's not like I hit a jump or anything. Y'all are seeing 100% live, walking around, bouncing, bouncy, bouncy. Pick this up and carry this all back. Rotating the device. Yeah, that was my car is all the way down there. It seems longer than what it actually is. It's not too far. I get to look at the ground. Doo-doo-doo. I'm doing pretty good. You want me to run this this Granite and this Hoss out here real quick while we're here? If I get 10 yeses, I'll run them both. If I don't, I won't. Even though this is a Super Speed Saturday about this bad boy. 10 individual yeses. Because I really want to take these to another area. And like I said, Georgia's crazy. All right. We will get them running. How about that? Since you guys are on, we got about 55 people on right now. I will continue on. Squeaky, squeak, squeak, squeak. Squeak, squeak, squeak. All right, which one y'all want to run first? Hey, Robert, you cheated. Get this Hoss out here. There we go. Already. I want to actually try these new batteries I got up in here. These are some cheap Amazon batteries. Maybe I should do a quick speed test. Y'all want to see that? So that we have it live and they're not, JT, you cheated. You made the Granite faster. No, I'm running it as the company kind of has it set up, y'all. You want me to throw the GPSs on here while we're out here? Well, good thing it's got these rails on the top of it. That actually protects the body out here, which is good. Oh, let me see if I can pull this GPS off of here and do all this real quick. All right, y'all gonna have to talk amongst yourselves while I try to get this set up real quick. Give me just a minute. Get this GPS reset. I don't know if you guys have seen this before. I actually got something actually new and interesting I'll show to you guys in the next day or two. from Power Hobby. I have to do a full video on because it's actually going to be pretty cool what they're doing with that, and telemetry, and well, not so much telemetry, but you can check your speed, altitude, and G's of the car and stuff on it. But I'll be doing a video real soon on that. I think it's going to be interesting as well, especially for people that do a lot of speed runs and a lot of different runs and stuff. So anyway, TG, just wait about a day or two. I got something that you may like, and it can actually you can download it to your phone, but you can mount it to your car. I'm not going to give that because I haven't had a chance to look through some of the information on it, but I think it's an excellent product. So all right, so we got the GPS on there. I know we did this earlier today. Let's see if this other battery, oh man, it's gonna make a difference. That's gonna scrape my GPS somewhat. Try to do no willies. But I got a different battery in here as well. It's funny, you take this out and you bash it more and get it out, it does seem like it goes faster. So, but you guys saw this earlier today. It does look faster though. All right, we're gonna bring this back and see what we got. Which I think we got. I think we did what we did earlier. Let's see. Nope, 41.4. So the Gen 8's batteries give it about another mile, about a little bit over a mile and a half faster. So yeah, Jessica, the smart stuff is cool too. But wait, what I'm gonna show you guys in about a couple of days, you won't have to use the smart technology. You won't have to have a Spectrum and stuff, where you can use it with any radio, because it doesn't really depend on the radio to download the data from it. You just got to download the app, but you can download it on an Android or an iPhone. So, all right, so that is, I'm gonna leave this at 41.4, and I'm gonna mount this on the Granite real quick. Does the Hoss handle better than the Max? Box stock to box stock, yes, it does. The Max does need the wide kit. Somebody asked, does the Hoss handle better than the Max? The Hoss does. It's a smaller truck, but it just handles better. The Max needs the wide kit. It really does. And as my Max sits, it's a $700 car because it does have the light kit on it. So y'all gotta think about and consider that as well. Put this GPS on here while we're here since you guys want to see this. I might have to probably mount this on the front of this. All right, so I'm gonna set this down. When I set this up, y'all talk amongst yourselves real quick. And you guys will see the difference in performance between these two. I know some people out there that are hating. I know some Traxxas people are hating, but I'm running the cars as they come. When you buy the car, I'm running it as it would come. I'm not trying to do anything to make one car seem faster than the other or better than the other. I want to run them just as they come out the box. You would think people will appreciate that, right? But so, all right, let's see what's going on. All right, so we got this set up. It's still at 41.4, which is what it ran in the Hoss. So let's see if the Granite's gonna beat that. Can y'all tell it's faster already? Tires are ballooning, so it's kind of taking it all over the place a little bit. So it's probably hitting about 50, 51. So let's see. Ah, look at that, 50 right on the nose. So this is a different battery. This is not my Gen Ace LiPo in here. This is one of my older SMC LiPos. So I was gonna go out and do a little bashing with it, but that kind of changed. So there you guys go. The differences in speed is about 9 to 10 miles per hour. Depends on, of course, what battery and stuff you use with it. So. And of course, the differences in motors: 2400 kV, 3200 kV. Amperages and speed control, that's 100 amp. I don't know what the Traxxas one is, but cool. Somebody said they just put the 8S Spectrum system in their Limitless, and they're gonna get that running soon. So that's good. It's funny. Once I put that video and I put that in my Limitless, they sold completely out those systems. They're back ordered on them. I don't know if it was per se from my video, but it was funny because I had somebody who was gonna buy one. They're like, man, they're sold out. And I was like, oh, they are. And I went on, it's back ordered. So maybe everyone was looking for a system to put in their Limitless, and sometimes you just kind of want to just plug and go. You don't have to do a lot of, soldering and doing all this and that. And the Castle stuff is good if you're gonna go out and do a lot of speed runs with it. But we'll take that where that's at. But it's funny how those systems are completely sold out now. So if I did affiliate links, I'd probably be 50 bucks richer, right? But I try not to mess too much with affiliate links. So Steven, this went faster. The Granite was at this time, about 9 miles faster than the Hoss was. So the Granite went, you guys see this here? Went 50 right on the nose. And then the Hoss went 41.4, I think it was. So about 8.5 miles faster. And the good thing is they both have potential though. You can gear them both up to go faster. Especially the Hoss with the 2400 kV motor. And with the Granite, with the additional, the V3 version, where it now has an adjustable motor mount, that makes it so much better, y'all. I know what I was trying to do when they did the predefined holes, but it limited you on what you could do for gear ratio. You ended up having to buy, that car is loud, it's a Mustang. You'd have to buy aftermarket for it, so. Yep, Kimberly, you're right. The Granite has rebranded Hobby Wing Electronics, which is good. It makes it cheaper on the price. I think if they had made something new, it would have probably cost a lot more. So, yeah, this Hoss is taking a beating. Y'all see how beat up this one's looking? I just ain't filmed a lot of that yet. No problem there, CK Tennessee. He said, thanks for the speed test. Just wanted to show this to you guys. I mean, like I said, you guys got to take the truck as it is. There's differences in the two, and there's price differences, of course, with that. So handling wise, they're both probably about the same. I would say the Hoss is going to handle a little bit better because it is a lot slower than the Granite is. You guys saw when I was doing that speed run how, matter of fact, I'll take these off, take this GPS off so I won't flip with it on there, and I'll show you real quick how it runs at full speed. We'll go ahead and we'll do the Hoss first. And I wasn't planning on being live this long. I was only gonna be live for a few minutes, but since y'all on here and asking questions, going live is about y'all. See how I'm riding, grabbing one hand. So I can go full speed with the Hoss because it's not as fast and the tires don't balloon as much. It's still balloon a little bit, but and then we'll get the Granite going. And I'll have a versus video coming up real soon where you guys will see all of this. Where I'll get a little bit more in depth. I'll take them to a particular place, get the ramp out, we'll jump them, I'll run them through a course. See how the tires kind of balloon and it kind of takes the car, kind of varies it off to the left and right. The vented tires do help, especially if you're running it through water and stuff, just keep all that water inside of it. But you're running a 50 mile per hour 10 scale truck. So there y'all go with that. Sure, no problem. I'm gonna have to change the thumbnail now. I'm gonna have to say DR10 speed test with Granite and Hoss taking over the rest of the video. Get the rival 10MT out here next time, so. And so although I am using the tactic radio, the radio that comes with these is fine. I mean, I'm driving this with a tactic right now. But the radios that come with these is fine. There has been no delays, reception problems, or anything like that, which is good. I'm so glad. I'm so glad they changed the radio out. I wasn't going to continue to beat a dead horse like a lot of other people were talking about the other STX2 radio. I said it once, I wasn't going to keep saying it over again. But I'm so glad they changed it out. So you think with the upgrades you get with this, 20 extra bucks is more than worth it. Fan on the ESC, adjustable motor mount, new radio, chassis been adjusted so that you don't get little rocks in it, and the shock adjustment. Bring this back over here. All right, y'all, so I'm probably gonna end this in a few minutes. Unless y'all got some questions for me or questions amongst yourselves. Appreciate that, Kimberly. I've been paying attention to some of the comments in there. So they were asking about hex size. Granite has 14 millimeter hex. The Hoss has 12 millimeter hex. So, and if you're looking for tires for the Granite, Traxxas makes a whole line of 14 millimeter hex tires or wheels, and they got all their different tires and stuff on there as well. So if you're ever looking for any wheels that have 14 millimeter hex, looking for a variety of it, look up Traxxas because they have a lot. So they offer them in 12 and 14, but they started doing 14 about a year ago. So are they the same size? No. I mean, they're both 10 scale. The Granite looks a little bit beefier than the Hoss. Put this right here real quick. Because of the tires look beefier and the body looks bigger. So you guys see difference in tires there with that. You guys see how they sit too. So there are differences with those two. Very minor. Yeah, 61 viewers, 61 likes. Yeah, it's interesting. I was talking to a friend the other day, and he's like, man, you just put a video up, and you already got 4 dislikes. I said, I know. It's kind of funny how that works out sometimes, so. All right, I'm probably going to end this in a few minutes. You guys have any questions for me right now? This is supposed to be more or less about this. Of course, we did the run with this, which was fine. It looks mean. Yeah, that does. It's kind of funny. It kind of is what it is. I appreciate you guys that tuned in to this. I try to go live at least once a week. I don't know exactly when. I was gonna go live with the Hoss and do live, but I just didn't do it. Figured we're doing it right now, so I appreciate it. So, all right, guys, I gotta run to the store. I gotta get ready to go out and stuff tonight in a little bit and stuff like that. So, anyway, guys, I appreciate you watching. Stay tuned. Like I said, I'm still gonna take both of these off road and do kind of the whole run with it. Most people that probably are watching this video and saw the thumbnail are not gonna stay and watch while I ran these two actually in speed, so you can see that there is a differences in speed between the two. And it also depends on what battery you're using too. I used one of the SMC lipos, and I gained about 3.5 more miles per hour with that battery than I did with the one that I have in here now. So, all right, y'all, I'm out of here. Stay tuned for more videos. Stay tuned for some information. Like I said, I got some pretty good gadgets coming up as well. I think you guys will like those. So, talk to you guys later.